All right, Ryan O'Neill, here's a question. Once Bitcoin gets big enough, wouldn't there be a market for others like Bitcoin Cash or Lightning? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely there is. And it's going to happen. There's going to be a market for everything. The only thing that's going to happen when Bitcoin gets big enough, and we're kind of already there, honestly. If you're somebody like me who's measuring the world in Bitcoin versus fiat, it's all about the measuring stick. It's all about the measuring stick because with the US dollar, everything is valued in the US dollar. But the problem with that is we have no idea how many US dollars are out there. So how do you value something against something else that you don't know how many there are? So the only thing that Bitcoin is going to do is it's going to, the hell was that? Reprice everything. It's going to reprice Bitcoin Cash. It's going to reprice Litecoin. It already is. You look at the chart compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's wild. So yes, absolutely. And I think that, Litecoin, maybe not so much Bitcoin Cash, maybe though, like different countries, different communities, they'll use different currencies. Not everybody's going to be spending their sats. I think kind of my vision of the future is I do think that people will be spending sats. I think it's going to be very easy to pay for whatever you need to pay for, whether you have Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, a stable coin, a share in Tesla, whatever that is, you're going to be able to atomically swap it in your wallet and use whatever the merchant accepts, whatever is the best for you, cheapest, fastest way to do that. And I think most people will save in Bitcoin, but at the same time, with this exactly what I'm talking about there in terms of being able to swap back and forth, I do think that there will probably be some sort of KYC attached to that. That's going to be the downside of that. So I do think, as we go forward here, there's going to be a lot of people using a lot of different currencies, swapping back and forth. Once all the assets are tokenized, it's going to be very easy to do. But for the most part, it's going to be KYC'd. They're going to know that you're changing back and forth. And I don't know what the tax treatment is going to be on that, but I do know it's probably, I think it's probably going to be KYC'd to you. So on the other side of the coin there, I would say that Bitcoiners, the people who are here, the people who have Bitcoin and want to stay kind of anonymous and maybe just form their own communities, their own networks, I do think that that's going to be a thing too. So Bitcoin is going to reprice everything. People are going to be using a lot of different things. They're going to be able to swap back and forth in and out of each, depending on what the merchants accept. But I do think that communities are going to be, Bitcoin communities are going to be strong. And so if you can start to build those today, that's going to pay off significantly in the future. Not just because your purchasing power is going to go up, but because you're going to be able to do a lot of things under the radar. Let's just say that.